The Yoga Kundalini Upanishad, presented by Svayam Prakash Sharma, the fourth and the concluding part. The fourth and the concluding part consists of chapter 3, in which the Milan Mantra is described as also the process of liberation. The Upanishad. The Milan Mantra is Hrim, Bham, Sam, Pam, Pham, Sam, Ksham. The lotus-born Brahma asked Shankar, O Lord Shankar, among the new moon or the first day of the lunar fortnight and the full moon, which is spoken of as the mantra's sign, please enlighten me. Lord Shankar replied, in the first day of the lunar fortnight, during the new moon and the full moon days, the mantra should be made firm, and there is no other way or no other time for doing the same. Know this, that it is through passion that a person longs for the objects, and it is through passion that a person is infatuated with objects. Therefore, a person should always leave these two and seek the Niranjan or seek the stainless. A person should abandon all the things which he thinks are favorable to himself. One should keep the mind in the middle of Shakti and the Shakti in the middle of the mind. He should then look into the mind by means of the mind. Then he leaves even the highest stage. Mind alone is the Bindu. Mind alone is the cause of creation and of preservation. It is only through mind that Bindu is produced, just as curd is produced from milk. The organ of mind is not that which is situated in the middle of Bandhan. Bandhan is there where Shakti is between the sun and the moon. Having known Sushumna and having known its bhed, or having known how to pierce Sushumna and making the Vayu go in the middle, one should stand in the seat of Bindu and close the nostrils. Having known Vayu, having known the above mentioned Bindu, and having known the Sattva Prakriti as well as the 6 chakras, one should enter the Sukh Mandal, which is the Sahasra or the pineal gland, which is the sphere of happiness. There are 6 chakras in the body. The Mooladhara chakra is in the anus. The Swadhisthana chakra is near the genital organ. The Manipur chakra is in the navel. The Anahat chakra is in the heart. The Vishuddhi chakra is at the root of the neck. And the Agya chakra is in the head, between the 2 eyebrows. Having known these 6 chakras or these 6 mandals or spheres, one should enter the Sukh Mandal, the sphere of happiness, which is the pineal gland. He should then draw up the Vayu and send it upwards. The person who in this way practices the control of Vayu, he becomes one with the Brahmand or the macrocosm. He should practice and master Vayu, Bindu, Chit and Chakra. He should master all these 4. Yogis attain the nectar of equality through Samadhi alone. Just as the fire that is latent in sacrificial wood, that fire does not appear without burning. It does not appear without churning. In the same way, the lamp of wisdom does not arise without Abhyas Yoga, without practice of yoga. The fire that is placed in a vessel does not give light outside. However, when the vessel is broken, then the light which is inside appears outside. A person's body is spoken of as the vessel, and the seat of the seat of Brahm, is the fire, the light that is within him, that is inside him. And when the vessel, which is the body, when that vessel is broken through the words of a guru, then the light of Brahma Gyan, the light of knowledge of Brahm, becomes resplendent. With the guru as the helmsman, with the guru as the guiding pilot, a person crosses the subtle body and the ocean of sansar, the ocean of the world, through the affinities of practice. That vak, or that power of speech, which sprouts in para, it gives out two leaves in Pashyanti, it buds forth in Madhyam, and it blossoms in Vaikhari. That vak, that power of speech that has been described before, that vak reaches the stage of the absorption of sound, reversing the above order, that is, beginning with Vaikhari and going in the reversed order. Whoever thinks that he, who is the great lord of the vak, who is the great lord of that power of speech, who is the undifferentiated, and who is the illuminator of the vak, is the self or the Atma. Whoever thinks in this way, such a one is never affected by words, whether high or low, whether good or bad. There are three aspects of consciousness in man, and these are Vishwa, Tejas, and Pragya. There are these three, Virat, Hiranyagarbha, and Ishwar in the universe. There is the egg of the universe, the egg of men, and the seven worlds. All these in turn are absorbed in Pragyatma through absorption of the respective upadhis or vehicles. The egg, being heated by the fire of Gyan or knowledge, is absorbed with its Karan or cause into Paramatma, into the universal soul. Then it becomes one with Parbrahm. It is then neither steadiness nor is it depth. It is neither light nor is it darkness. It is neither describable nor is it distinguishable. Then Sat or beingness alone remains. One should think of Atma as being within the body, just like there is light within a vessel. Atma is of the size of a thumb. It is light without smoke, and it is without form. It is shining within the body, and it is undifferentiated and immutable. The Vigyan Atma that dwells in the body is deluded by Maya during the state of waking, dreaming, and dreamless sleep. But after many, many births, owing to the effect of good karma, it wishes to attain its own state. Who am I? How has this stain of mundane, of worldly existence accrued to me? I, who am engaged in business in the waking and in the dream states, what becomes of me in the dreamless state? Just as a bale of cotton is burnt by fire, in the same way, Chidabhas, which is the result of non-wisdom, that Chidabhas is burnt by the wise thoughts like the above, by its own supreme illumination. The outer burning of the body, as done by the world, is in fact no burning at all. When the worldly wisdom is destroyed, then the Pragyatma, that is in the Dehr, that is in the Akash, or the ether of the heart, that Pratyagyatma obtains Vigyan, diffusing itself everywhere and it burns in an instant the Gyan Maya and the Mano Maya sheaths. After this, he, the Paramatma himself, always shines within, just like light shines within a vessel. That Muni who contemplates this till his sleep and till his death is to be known as a Jivan Mukt. Having done what ought to be done, he is a fortunate person. And having given up even the state of Jivan Mukt, he attains Videha Mukti, which is emancipation in a disembodied state after his body wears off. He attains the state as if of moving in the air. Then that of Brahm alone remains, which is soundless, which is touchless, which is formless, and which is deathless, which is ras or the essence, which is eternal and which is odorless, which has neither beginning nor end, which is greater than the great and which is permanent, which is stainless and which is decayless. Yes, then that Brahm alone remains, which is soundless, touchless, formless, deathless, which is the essence, which is eternal and odorless, which has neither beginning nor end, and which is greater than the great, and which is permanent, stainless, and decayless. This concludes the third chapter of the Yog Kundalini Upanishad and the Yog Kundalini Upanishad. Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti Shanti Om.